welcome to the world of tomorrow. Or 2018, you know. This isn't Futurama. But welcome, everybody, to the first stream of 2018. I took a break, I think about an 11-day break just before Christmas to now. And you know, we're back. I haven't played inFamous 2 in ages because I was playing a lot of other games to kind of catch up to balance out all the series to be about, about 4 parts in. But here we are, we're back. Lots of things to talk about. So I guess the main thing off the bat I should talk about, in case people are new or coming into this new, is I'm going to change streaming a little bit, at least for these few games. We're going to ignore side quests as well. We're going to go for story, although I don't see any story. Well, okay, we'll do enemy surveillance while we wait for story to pop up. I think it's the white spot. We'll do a side quest anyway. So, what is going to change about streaming? I'm going to be adding 3 streams a week. So Wednesday daytime, Thursday daytime, and Friday daytime. All of those are going to be new, well, like longer streams, basically, because I know people have asked for some longer streams, and I can only really do an hour and a half to 2 hours on a night. So I'm going to do longer daytime streams just to kind of get through these games, because I feel like, you know, New Year, we should be doing something new. We should be moving on to some new games. So let's get through these in 2018, you know, get through these and move on to something new. Right, well, we're following this weird swamp beast mutant thing. Oh, I love that we've got that power now that propels us up a little bit. I tell you what, traversal has been a really big thing for me in games over the holiday period. Oh my god, that was close. Holiday period. I've been playing a lot of Guild Wars 2. And I just got mounts in that. Oh, the enemy got away. I was too slow. Gotta get back at being good at traversal. But yeah, the mounts in Guild Wars 2 are so much fun. They're all about, like, movement and using the terrain in really cool, unique ways. They're a lot of fun to use. And, yeah. I can still see the monster. Don't tell me I'm not catching up to it right now. I'm keeping up with it. I can still see it. I can still see it, game. I can still see it. Game, don't tell me you got away yet. I can still see it. I still see it. Oh my god. So these streams that I'm going to be doing in the daytime, they're just going to be sometime in the daytime. They're going to be between 2 and 4 hours long, which means that all of these games will get an extra stream a week. And it also means that we should be progressing with them a little bit quicker, and they shouldn't stagnate too quickly. Because one thing I found is that I want to keep moving on with games a little bit more quickly, which means I might not be doing as much variety going forward. I might not do 3 games at once. I may only do 1 or 2, just purely because it just takes so long to get through these games that I feel like I'm playing the same games for, well, months. And, you know, I'm really enjoying playing through Ratchet & Clank, and I know that those are pretty short games, so we'll be done with those fairly quick. Oh, it's a Ravager! Oh, God! Jesus! So, yeah, new additional streams, basically. That's the big news that I wanted to announce at the start of this. Happy New Year, Alex! Happy New Year. And, yeah, what else? Let's talk about My Hero Academia. If you're not a fan of anime, you may not find this interesting. But My Hero Academia is an anime series that I've heard a lot about for a really long time. I'd seen the manga when I was reading Shonen Jump, because I was reading that for... I always want to call it Neverland. What is that? What is the anime I really... What is the manga I really like called? I have to pause the game. Oh, God. What is the name of the manga? Shonen Jump. Neverland. It's like the never-ending Neverland. That's not what it's called. What is it called? I love this. I read it like every single time it comes out. Oh, it's not Shonen Jump manga Neverland. It's probably The Promised Neverland. I was close. The Promised Neverland. It's like my favorite manga. It's great. I read that all the time. I've been seeing My Hero Academia in there a bunch, and I've only seen a few panels from the manga. But I've heard so much about the anime that I decided over Christmas break I was going to watch it. And oh my god, I'm so glad. I'm like halfway through season 2 right now. I literally finished an episode about 10 minutes ago. And you know what? It kind of makes me sad, which is a weird thing to say about the show. Like, if you've watched it, you're like, Matt, why does this make you sad? I really wish I had superpowers. I really wish I had a quirk. Like, that's what they call superpowers. I'm like, I feel slightly upset that I don't have a superpower watching this thing. 'Cause I'm like, oh, it's so awesome. And now, obviously, I'm playing a game about superpowers, and I get to have a superpower. That's why video games are so great. I want to find out if there's any My Hero Academia games coming out, because I definitely want to play those. Such a fun anime. Like, I haven't had that much fun watching an anime in a really long time. And Alex, the news is I'm doing one extra stream a week on the daytimes of Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to speed up the games a little bit, because I feel like I'm not unhappy with the games. I just feel like we're stagnating a little bit, doing just the same things every single night. So I kind of want to add a little bit more into the method of my madness, I guess, so that I just want to pick this up. I don't know how to pick this up. Oh, I guess this is actually just an ionic vortex thing. So I'll be doing an extra like 2 to 4 hours a day of like Akami, of inFamous, and of Ratchet & Clank, and that will just help get these games finished before before the month drags on too long, and then we can move on to... I kind of want to focus on just 1 or 2 games after this month, so I think we'll do Wind Waker next. And I'm also... Okay. God, this is going to be a very talky stream. I'm gonna blow my load as one... No, don't say that, Matt. Jesus. I'm gonna blow the information load of everything I have to talk about of what happened over Christmas and New Year, all in one stream. Anyway, other information. I'm debating a redesign or an actual proper design for streams and everything. So the current design I'm using, the FDO4 in the circle, I made that actually kind of a slightly different version of that for my main Fire Dragon 4 YouTube channel in January, February time last year. And then I was like, oh, I'll just adapt it and make it a flat color version for the streams. However, I found one issue with it, is that it's not very noticeable or mascotty. And by mascotty, I mean it's not like a symbol or an icon or something cool. So I've been drawing in Illustrator, many things. I draw in Illustrator all the time, that or Photoshop. I've been drawing some ideas for a dragon to have as our icon, like an evil-looking black and orange dragon. I've got a kind of mature-ish, mascot-y... I've kind of based it off what you would draw for, like, an American football team, like the mascot for that. So I've done that as a dragon, and then I've also done some more simple circular designs of dragons, but I feel like they may have been inspired a little bit too much by Guild Wars 2, which is the game I've been playing a lot of over Christmas and New Year. And by a lot, I mean I've probably put 120 hours into it in the last week. I think it might be like one of my favorite MMOs ever. It's I've still got so much story left to finish in it. Like, I'm max level, but I don't want to stop playing. It's been one of the reasons why I extended my break and didn't do some streams between Christmas and New Year, because of Guild Wars 2. Because I like it so much. It's crazy.
The nature of the Empire threat remains unknown at this time.
We got a news broadcast going on, so I'll try to be quiet.
Their own theories on what is behind this wave of destruction. Is it a storm? A terrorist cell? An act of God? Our own meteorologist, Dwayne Culper, says the southerly route of the phenomenon goes directly against the movement of the Gulf Stream, which causes weather patterns like storms and hurricanes to move from south to north along the East Coast. He says this behavior doesn't match any known
This is a really boring
activity.
news broadcast.
I just received word we've lost contact with Tad Mitchell, our correspondent at Camp Lejeune, as the Empire threat passes through North Carolina. Our prayers go out to Tad and to all the Marines stationed out there. God bless you all.
Great, thanks. Right, more story coming up. Let's go. Let's progress. Oh, Nyx.
Better watch those feet. Gators aren't the worst thing in the water these days.
Too bad. Nice day for a skinny dip.
Ooh. Go right ahead. I'm not stopping you. You want to tell me what this is all about?
I grew up out there.
It must have been rough.
It's a whole other world. Only people I ever knew were thieves and crazies, and poor like you never seen.
I do love the cutscenes in this game. Like, as sad as I am, there's not as many comic cutscenes as the first game in this. They kind of upped the production value with these cutscenes. It's very cinematic.
That's what I'm gonna show you.
I love that evil red tattoo on his forearm.
We gotta get you a boat. And these good old boys, they got a real nice boat.
So, okay, we're back in gameplay now. I can talk properly. So, yeah, they're the main big news updates. Is I'm debating doing a new intro / logo / design for the streams / the channel / identity / brand / whatever you want to call it. And I'm also going to be doing an additional stream every single day in the daytime just to try to get through these games a little bit quicker, because 2 hours a night, I did the math, like some of these games are like, what, 20 hours, 40 hours long? We're going to be way into February before they're all finished. Oh! That was close.
Nice one, man.
Okay. Still need to get the guys on the roof. But other than that, that's the main news for streams and the channel. Like I said, once these games are out of the way, I say that, it sounds so negative saying it like that. I don't mean it in a negative way, but once I finish these games, we'll be moving on to Wind Waker. Haven't decided what version of Wind Waker yet, but I think it's going to be the original version, which probably means 4:3, right? That doesn't have widescreen support, I think. I'm not sure. The other option, of course, is to buy a Wii U again and stream the HD version, but I don't know. Alas, I haven't decided yet. I've got like a month to decide, pretty much. And then some other games on the horizon. I don't remember. I've got a long list, but I don't remember. Oh, Dead Space. Dead Space is on the horizon. I want to play 1 and 2 of Dead Space again. And possibly on the hardest difficulties. Yeah, you heard me. I'm going to play games on the hardest difficulties. How'd you feel about that? It's going to go terribly. But I really like Dead Space, and I've played those games. And, well, I've played 1 enough times to know it. To do it on hardest difficulty. And by the time I'm done with 1, I should be good to go on 2. And I can play those on Xbox One backwards compatibility, so they're pretty easy to stream. I was debating PC versions, but PC version of Dead Space 1 has a really weird door bug early on in it that I remember when I tried to play the PC version and I couldn't progress. I had to like delete some shit and then I got really bored and didn't want to do it anymore. Here you go, have an Ionic Vortex. God, I love this game. But yeah, if anyone's watched My Hero Academia, which I was talking about a little bit earlier, what would you want your quirk to be? I think I haven't seen a quirk in the show that I want in terms of
You just enjoy the view.
that I would want myself. But there are some that I really like All for One. I think is a great quirk. I love the brainwashing quirk. I love that. I can't remember his name. I'm so bad at remembering names. The dude who has ice and fire. I think that's a really cool duality. Like having 2 quirks kind of merged together. That's really sweet. But I would want like a time-based quirk, like something where like I can manipulate time. My life is just fascinated by time. Like, if I could have a superpower, I would want it to be time. But I feel like in that universe, I'd probably be quirkless. Like, I don't feel like there's anything about me that would change into a quirk or develop into a quirk. If you know what I mean. Like, I don't feel like my personality is very quirky. It's not in the way we would use it, but superpowery. I love that they called superpowers quirks. Whoa, okay. I forgot that I turned this into the short version. Oh god. Yeah. This is going well. Right, where's this guy? It's all foggy out here in the swamp. I don't know what's going on.
Clear out these suckers before they sink our damn boat.
I can't see anything. There's just people shooting at me. I have to leave the boat. I'm dead. God damn it. I was taking so much damage then.
The militia want the hell out here.
Okay. Let's charge up.
Hop out, baby. Clear out these suckers before they sink our damn boat.
So Nyx reminds me a lot of Sasha from the first game, who you only see on the first island and then you hear of her in the other island. She reminds me a lot of her. Not just because she's an evil kind of sludge creating monster lady, but I think it's just a bit of the personality is similar. Although Sasha is just a pure psychopath, Nyx has a lot more to her later in the game anyway. A lot more to her. What is going on here? Here you go, Ionic Vortex. We'll pick this one up. What else? So I've been watching a lot of movies as well. I rewatched the original Blade Runner. I haven't seen the latest one yet. I rewatched it because I wanted to see the latest one, I just haven't got around to it yet. I will probably rewatch the new Blade Runner, or I'll probably watch the Blade Runner real soon, now that I've seen the original. And, well, I've seen the original many times before, I just wanted to rewatch it again. I watched the Final Cut Blu-ray of that, which I thought was pretty good. A little bit slow, but it's a movie from the 80s, and it's kind of meant to be slow.
Let these dumbasses fight it out.
Those swamp things are pissed.
They just defended their territory. The militia won't last long out here.
Okay, I'm going to try to ignore all the swamp things and get back to the boat. Here we go. And I rewatched a bunch of movies, and I saw Dunkirk for the first time. That was really good. Enjoyed Dunkirk quite a lot. What is going on? I'm flipping through the boat. Wow. Talk about a glitch. So yeah, watched Dunkirk. That was great. Enjoyed that a lot.
I know.
I didn't know which one Harry Styles was because I don't know much about One Direction. So I was like, oh, I heard Harry Styles in this movie. Didn't know which one he was because I don't know what Harry Styles looks like. But I didn't feel like anyone's acting was bad in that movie, so whoever he was, he did pretty good. And I'm trying to... I definitely watched more than just that, and I can't remember. Definitely watched more than that. I watched so much. But I can't remember. See? This is my memory.
Looks like another militia
Played, like I said, a lot of Guild Wars 2.
So we can get moving.
Played some Dante's Inferno. Starting to replay that. Although I've kind of decided debating whether or not to wait and play that on stream. But then I also need to read up about that. Because there's a lot of nudity in it. So I don't know if there's an issue with that.
Oh, great.
Like, I don't know if there's an issue using, like, streaming a game with nudity in it. I'm not sure. Or yeah, and then the other thing is VR chat, which is kind of taking the streaming gaming world by storm. I gave that a go. I think it was just before Christmas, and oh my god, what a game! This is a Hive Lord. Holy poops. Yeah, VR chat is just insane. It's like Second Life in VR. It's just the weirdest game I've ever played.
Cole, leave it alone.
I can tell the story of what happened. So I joined the game. You start off with a normal skin. So the first thing I wanted to do was go find like a custom, they're called avatars, like a skin to use, and I wanted something from Zelda. So I spawn in. The first thing I see,
Stay on board, man. Ain't nothing we can do
the first thing I hear is a bunch of guys talking about how the game is no longer cool or niche or anything like that. It's now like covered in like more popular games, basically. Like it's become a popular game is what I'm trying to say. And yeah, VR chat has become very popular, but now people are complaining about it in the game. It's very meta. They're like, oh yeah, it's like, I don't like this game anymore, even though I'm playing it because it's too popular. I'm like, right, that makes sense. Anyway, I go in. I go to a few avatar worlds looking for a nice avatar, and I don't see any that I like. But I go to this one room.
What the hell was that thing?
And it's just covered in like anime. There's a lot of like anime or manga characters. And this guy just goes, literally there's all these people trying out anime looking girl avatars all stood in front of mirrors, and this guy is just stood behind them and being like, oh. And I'm like, oh, this is the creepiest thing ever.
A little slice of Empire City. Through a pained voice, Nyx described what had happened here. She told me about Bertrand with the ray sphere and a ring of outcasts.
Thought I'd be quiet for this cutscene.
They were prostitutes and swamp dwellers, anybody whose death he thought would go unnoticed. Nyx watched as her family was swallowed up in the blast. Afterwards, only the two of them remained. Clearly, Nyx had been a conduit, her body capable of absorbing the ray sphere energy, unleashing her powers. Same thing's gotta be true for that supposed human purist Bertrand.
So Bertrand is a conduit.
Stop thinking about it. If Nyx at the edge of the blast was made into such a powerhouse, what about Bertrand? The guy at the dead center.
I had to show that to somebody, just to prove it was real. Figured the demon would understand.
We're gonna get Bertrand next.
Oh, I know. It's just that, look, I gotta go punch something. Been driving that damn boat too long, you know?
So, back to what I was talking about, which I don't remember what I was talking about, but hey. God, my brain is so bad. But yeah, if anyone has any thoughts about what I've talked about tonight, the logo ideas and things like that,
got some big news.
tweet me.
It's time we huddle up.
Tweet me. Tweet me. That's the best way to get in contact with me. Because I read Twitter. I don't see a lot of anything else. Although YouTube comments come up on my phone, so I see those too. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. I suppose I could still wax lyrically for about an hour about Guild Wars 2, because holy shit, that game. If you haven't played it, like, it's a little bit more of an action-focused MMO than, say, WoW or something similar. It's still set in this fantasy world, but there's technology as well. The kind of magical technology mixed with some kind of steampunky stuff too. It's a really cool world. And a long, long time ago, I played Guild Wars 1, Prophecies, Nightfall, I remember really well. And I got Guild Wars 1 at release, back in 2012 or whenever it was. But like, I played it for a week and just wasn't into it. I was like, nah, not really feeling it. And I'm surprised that I'm enjoying it so much, because I have crazy open world fatigue after Breath of the Wild and some other games this year. So I'm surprised I'm enjoying a big open world like Guild Wars 2 so much. But they've just brought a new expansion out
cool.
recently, and the
Thought that
mounts
was
they
you.
introduced are so good.
What's up, man?
So,
More cutscenes.
all here. What's the big secret, Zeke?
It is official. Transfer device is somewhere in Fort Philippe.
Are you okay?
Little girl's just pissed because Bud trying to copy her powers onto a bunch of nobodies.
Be destroyed. We need to destroy it.
What? No. No way. We keep it for ourselves. Rip off the powers from everybody else, yeah?
You don't understand.
I don't understand what, bitch? That you feel used and violated by a machine?
You know what? I have known you 5 minutes,
break
and I'm
it,
sick
break
and
it!
tired.
Use it. It doesn't matter if you don't get the damn thing. Now listen to me. Fort Philippe is huge. It's gonna take an army to get in there and cover the exits and sweep the interior.
We could team up with LaRoche and his men.
Yeah? Why they gonna help us?
Textbook Hearts and Minds campaign. We give them something they really need.
Yeah, like my foot up their ass?
Like food, like shelter, like antibiotics. I haven't seen any of the militia suffering from the plague.
Bertrand must be hoarding all the meds.
Oh, then that is what we give to LaRoche.
I made a map of all the militia patrols. Maybe it'll help you find the stash.
I would love to see that.
Come on.
Perfect.
Good work, Quo.
This is great. You guys, this is gonna work.
What? Give away medicine, man? No. That's just gonna make those folks stronger. We need them angry and dependent on us.
And how are we gonna do that?
I say, you dress me up like one of the militia guys, and I go on an ass-kicking spree.
You mean a massacre?
Whatever, man. Then you swoop in and save the day. You'll be a hero to those idiots. What you think, baby?
Oh, I think you're crazy.
I think you like it.
I do like it. Let's go work with Nyx. Evil playthrough. So yeah, like I was saying about Guild Wars 2, they recently introduced mounts. And what's cool about these mounts is they're not just like world traversal in terms of like moving faster through the world and speeding you up like mounts are in like every other game. These are about new ways to see the game and play the game and new ways to interact with the world and explore, and it's just so fun. For example, the first mount you get is a raptor, and at first you can do like a really big leap with him to get over like huge gaps in canyons and such, and then if you level up the masteries a little bit, you can like jump over canyons, and it's like insane. And the second mount you get is a bunny. Sorry, let me say that again. The second mount you get is a bunny. Let me say that a third time. The second mount you get is a bunny.
Nix's plan is going to backfire.
So
you know it.
it's a bunny.
If you want the rebels' help,
And
we
that's
need to earn
about
their respect. Don't you want
like
them to respect us?
double the size of a human because you're riding on it. But this thing leaps, like it has this charge power, and it just leaps up into the sky, and you can just climb anywhere. It's insane. It's so much fun. Yep. Choose the evil mission.
So you pick me over Quo, yeah? I knew you wanted to have some fun, baby.
Sure as hell not gonna get people to worship me by handing out medicine.
Nah. It's gonna take blood, baby.
You do know guns tend to blow up when I touch them.
And keep your hands to yourself. And let me pull the trigger.
I could try the communications, give you a little more time with your boyfriend over there.
I could get me a militia outfit. Make you look like a hero.
Damn.
Oh, she's freaky. Hey, Zeke. You know where the communication hubs are on Fort Philippe?
Sure do. I'll mark him down on your phone.
And yeah, there's some other mounts I haven't got yet. The skimmer is this thing that kind of like floats over the ground, so you can go over like flowing sands and like corrupted areas. And then there is the jackal, which kind of can teleport through these portals. And what else is there? There's a secret mount called a griffin that is kind of like flying, but not. No flying mounts, but it's kind of like flying, but not. Anyway, Guild Wars 2 is great. I'm surprised at how good of an MMO it is, considering I didn't like it many years ago when it first came out. I think it's great, and it still looks really good. Like, no other MMO looks that good, in my opinion. Like, it's just adapted. Oh, okay. Either there's a glitch happening, or Cole has shortened himself in half. Tell you what, inFamous 1 was the game that I got live glitches happening on, and now inFamous 2 is the same. I still love him though. Still great. I think we got him. Here we go. Need some power. No! Need power! There we go. Going up straight away anyway. Cool. So we're going for these communication places. I think this is the place where I got footage from for my little GIF I use on Twitter too. Alright, let's run around this way. Trying to find this communication hub thing. I guess I can't climb there or there. And I actually decided not to play any of the Breath of the Wild DLC. I was going to, but I decided not to, and I decided just to watch it instead. I kind of want to revisit that game in a year or so on Master Mode and play through the entire thing and all the DLC. But I still wanted to know what happened to the DLC, because in case there was anything crazy good lore-wise, but there wasn't. In my opinion, there wasn't. I liked the Champion's Ballad story quite a lot. I thought the boss fight was really cool. But, you know, Breath of the Wild is 2017's darling. It's, you know, it's the best game of 2017 as voted by millions of critics and fans and everything. And, I gave it runner-up in my Game of the Year, my personal Game of the Year, which I gave to Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I still believe that to be the right choice. I think Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is one of my favorite games in years, from storytelling, from a world building, from a character's point of view, everything, gameplay. I really, really enjoyed Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It's like the JRPG I never knew I wanted, because I'm so used to normal JRPGs is what I mean by that. I didn't expect to like such a, I guess it's an action-focused, story-heavy JRPG, which I guess all of them are to some extent. I just felt like...
Alright, you found a militia outfit.
Yeah, I don't know, I just felt like this was a different sort of JRPG, and I loved it. And I'm very much looking forward to...
Hello, baby. Who gets it
Oh god, we're
first?
controlling Nyx.
Alright, saw some big fuel tanks out there. You blow them up, rebels will be here in no time. Nix, I'm wired into the fort's PA. Check this out.
Okay.
Crawl back in your holes, you perverts, and accept the fact.
But I am craving a linear Zelda experience, which is why I can't wait to play Wind Waker again. It's the game I've played least regularly. Like, I've played Twilight Princess a few times, I've played Majora's Mask a few times. Ocarina of Time I play every year, if not multiple times a year. And I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, you know what, I need another Zelda game to play. And while, like I said, I want to revisit Breath of the Wild in the future, I want much more of a linear experience, is what I'm kind of craving at the moment. That's why I want to do Wind Waker pretty soon.
Animal cruelty. That'll piss them off.
Who's the freak now?
And I have some other games on my list, like Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver, and got a bunch of like PS1, PS2 games I want to play, like We Love Katamari and things like that. I want to get to those, but I think I should be less driven by what I want to do or do down the line. I should be more focused on what happens kind of down. Like, I kind of feel like I should be playing games for me rather than playing games for just the sake of variety. Well, why did that happen? Isn't this where she is? From the ground to impress the rebels. What do you mean destroy it from the ground? What do you mean destroy it? I don't understand what that means.
It's time to end this. I'm gonna go crazy with the turret. You shut it down.
You gonna be okay?
Don't worry about me. Just kill the turret. You'll be a hero.
Well, I can't destroy shit with this guy shooting me. There we go. Pick this up. Where is this guy? There's one left over here. There he is. We done? Nope. We're far from done. Uh-oh. There it goes. I think I flipped that car in there.
Thank you enough for stepping in when you did.
That was nothing.
Militia start shooting at people for sport, yet they claim to be our protectors? Tell you what, together we must force them from Fort Philippe and out of Ascension Parish.
I'm in. I mean, hell, what kind of man would I be if I just sat back and watched?
And there we go. Lots of evil points there. And let's head to, I guess, another... Ooh, look at this. The third degree. Let's go do that. Where even is that on my map? It's over this way. Supposedly there's someone over here. With some glowies. There he is, look. Glowing away. There we go. So I'll probably start all the streams this week just kind of recapping the news I touched on in this stream. So I'll at least do it on the first three. So this one, Ratchet and Clank tomorrow, and then Akami. But again, I'll be starting doing daytime streams pretty soon. So if you see me streaming during the day, that is why. And if you see certainly longer videos going up on YouTube, they are likely the daytime streams. Doctor Who at Christmas I enjoyed as well. Just, you know, talking about one of my favorite TV shows. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I felt like it was much funnier than I expected it to be. It wasn't like a big, sprawling, epic, which I kind of expected from Moffat to end on. It was much more of a smaller personal story with some inconsistencies. I mean, it wasn't the greatest thing ever. I just enjoyed it. It was very enjoyable. And then I guess other than everything I've talked about, I also started doing some more 3D modeling. I'm working on some animation stuff. I am, yeah, I'm doing a bunch of stuff. It's just an exciting time at the moment. Lots going on. And of course, later this year I'll be moving, so there'll be at least some time where I'll have to have some downtime from streaming. But I'll announce that before time. But then when I'm in the new place, I'll have a proper streaming setup, separate monitors for Twitch and everything, so... Find the woman in the park and arc restrain her. It's a woman swearing, okay. She's wearing like a pink top and has a grey sling bag on, okay. I look forward to when we're able to talk about Last Jedi spoilers openly, by the way. Is this her?
Oh, no way.
No. That isn't her. This is her. Here she is.
Stop! You're an awful, brutal man. You'll find what you're looking for in a courtyard not far from here.
Cool. The reason why I say I'm looking forward to the day when we can talk about Last Jedi spoilers openly is there's just so much in that movie, and I know the internet's kind of gone on this hate storm about The Last Jedi, and I've kind of done like multiple turns on it, because whenever I talk about it, like I was talking to my friend about it on Christmas Eve, I sound really negative, but I'm not really negative. It's I'm actually really positive. I just have nitpicks with the movie, while a lot of other people online are seemingly much more kind of aggressive with their opinions. I don't think people should be like that in any regard, but hey, it's the world we live in. I was saying to one of my friends earlier that, you know, he doesn't really like anime, and I was saying, you know, that it surprises me, it shocks me when people tell me they don't like the things I like, but you know what, that's fine, because it would be boring if we were all the same. And it's true, like, it would be so boring if everyone all liked Halo, or everyone all liked Zelda, or whatever, you know, it would be boring. I mean, the world would be easier if everyone liked sports. I mean, I would, like, me now would hate that. But if you get my point, like, if we didn't, and it would also be easy if everyone liked the same team in sports and all that sort of stuff, because, but that's different, isn't it? We all have, like, a lot of people support their local sports teams. I'm not going to talk about sports because I know nothing about them, but a lot of people support their local sports teams. Some people support teams that they're just really passionate about, like their family were like it, or they learned to really like them, they saw them in a game or whatever like that. And it's the same in a lot of things. Like, a lot of people I know like British soaps or horror movies or things like that. And you know, it would be boring if I liked all of those things too, because I don't. A lot of people I know don't play video games anymore, and to me that shocks me. Like, I like playing as many video games as I possibly can, but some people don't go there. Some people literally go their entire lives without ever playing a video game. There are also probably people who go their entire lives without ever seeing movies or TV shows, and you know, crazy in like a shocking way, not crazy in a negative way. Like, that's how they live their lives. There'll be some people who will be shocked that I'll probably go my entire life without ever planting something or growing something, or I don't know, fixing a car. You know, these are all really generic, stereotypical things. I'm just, you know.
Tell you guys to watch where they're shooting.
Yeah, my boys do tend to be a bit rowdy. God love them. You help us get rid of the militia, that thing will be all yours.
Ours to smash into pieces, right?
Oh, we swap powers, yeah?
Why do you come up with the worst
All right, we'll
ideas?
decide that later. We gotta figure out how we're gonna take over this fort.
Well, like the pervert said, you and I, we're gonna open up the north side. Afterwards, I'm gonna help sweep the interior.
Yeah, and then you and me, we're gonna spread pain in the
Oh,
south
what's the matter? You two lovebirds don't want to work side by side?
Oh, you know, I don't know. You want us to fight each other or the militia?
Oh, if I get a vote, I love a good cat fight. You know, that fingernail action, hair pulling.
Watch yourself. I will shoot you.
Did that before. How about you? Whoa. Okay. That was weird.
Right, more story. Like I said, progressing with the story a lot more tonight rather than just focusing on side questy stuff. Oh, we obliterated that entranceway. Quo doing her thing. We haven't fought really alongside Quo except for that mission where she got the powers. We've been doing all the Nyx missions. This is going to be interesting. Oh god, I took rock to the face. I'm holding R1, but it's not doing what I want. Good, good. I was holding L1 and pressing square. Just wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. Let's go again with the power end worlds. Just like that. Talking about the power to end worlds, literally Avengers 3 comes out this year. Holy shit. I'm very excited to see a Russo's led Avengers movie. I love Joss Whedon. I feel like he didn't get or to make what he wanted to get to make with Avengers 2. Although I like a lot of Avengers 2, I think it's a great film. But I feel like the Russos have a very unique style, and we saw them play with smaller stakes, but with a lot of heroes in Civil War, and I think they dealt with that pretty well in terms of giving characters who needed it a certain amount of screen time and such. While the story and the pacing wasn't everyone's cup of tea, you know, it was still, you know, a very enjoyable movie. So now I'm wondering with Avengers 3, what that is going to mean for some of the characters they've never had to direct before, because we've never seen the Russo's version of the Guardians, we've never seen the Russo's version of Thor, we've never seen the Russo's version of Loki or Thanos, or, you know, all these characters. We've only really seen Thanos in the very end of Avengers 1, a few of the teasers here and there, and he was in Guardians 1 for a little while. So I know that James Gunn has been involved in some regards to Guardians 3 and 4. Avengers 3 and 4. He's kind of overseeing that the Guardians are perceived correctly and shown correctly. And I think, if I'm not wrong, Taika was slightly involved in the characterization of Thor after Ragnarok. So I think we're going to see some really good moments from these characters. But I have no idea how some of them are going to come together. A lot of the Earthbound heroes, like Doctor Strange and Iron Man, I can understand how they're going to get together. I'm going to assume Hulk is just going to fall back down to Earth from the recent trailer. He's just going to arrive back on Earth, maybe through a portal, maybe, you know, using the similar portal system to the Asgard. Hey, I'm doing good. I'm just talking about Avengers and my thoughts for Avengers 3, which I'm very excited about because I just realized it's this year that comes out. So yeah, I think it's going to be pretty interesting to see the Russos, especially their directing style, come across for some of these different heroes that we haven't seen them direct before. It's also just going to be super cool to see the Guardians with other Avengers. It's going to be really cool. Very, very excited about that. And you know, it's another thing is it's kind of really cool that a lot of these big TV directors, or I call them TV directors. It sounds a bit negative. I don't mean it in negative, but these people who've directed really, really good episodes of TV shows, such as Rian Johnson, who directed one of my favorite episodes of TV ever, directing Star Wars. He, if you don't know, Rian Johnson, who directed The Last Jedi, also directed Ozymandias, which is like the second to last or third to last episode of Breaking Bad. If you've seen the episode, you know the episode I mean. And in my opinion, one of the greatest episodes of TV ever. And yeah, he did a lot of things. I think he did a few others for Breaking Bad. He did a bunch of different things.
Outstanding, man. Keep knocking out them heavy guns, then my boys can move in and
I didn't know my goal here was to break turrets. But yeah, it's good. I'm doing good. I'm very, very excited about the new year, 2018. I was talking earlier about that I'm going to be doing an additional stream for each of the games every week, which is going to be a daytime stream. So on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, I'm going to be doing like a longer stream during the day. Because in my current setup, I can't do like long streams on a night. So I'm going to do long streams during the day as kind of an additional stream. And that should just help us progress through these games a little bit quicker, because we're going to be stuck with them. Not in a negative way, but we're going to be stuck with them until February unless I speed things up real quick. So that's why I'm going to add an extra long daytime stream in on those days. And other than that, I was also talking about possibly redesigning the logos and such, because they aren't really proper designs. They're much more of an idea of something I did for something else, and then I kind of used them for this. So I think it'll be... I'm going to come up with some more ideas, some animations and such for how a new logo and intro for the channel can look. Because I feel like right now I don't have much of a distinctive look on the channel. So I kind of want to make something a little bit more iconic and memorable. So. And in my entire time as being called Fire Dragon, I've never once embraced that as an icon or a mascot. And that's something I'm thinking of doing. Oh, Jesus. Rocket to the face then. But yeah, it's good to be back. It is good to be back streaming again. It's been, I think it's been 11 or 12 days since I last streamed. It was a nice break. I watched a lot of TV, played a lot of games, and slept a lot. And my sleep pattern is good, because I remember right when I was ending, my sleep pattern had just messed up, and I, like right before I took my break, my sleep pattern was messed up. I was really tired, and I was doing streams way earlier. And, like, I was starting at like 4 or 5 o'clock. But that's all fixed now. I'm going to sleep at like 10, 11 o'clock at night and waking up at about 8 in the morning. So, in a pretty positive cycle now. It's likely my 2, 3 hour, 4 hour streams I'm going to be doing, like the additional streams, are going to be during the morning as well. Just because that's going to be the time when I have the most free time, just to get through these. That's only going to be for this month as well. Because like I've also said, I think I want to just focus on one game, possibly, or 2, after I'm done with these, which will be Wind Waker. I think having variety is really good, and I think it's been a real benefit for some of these games, because sometimes I'm not getting bored of just doing the same thing all the time. But a game like Wind Waker, I think, deserves to just be the focus, and then we can go back to maybe doing 2 or 3 different games. I don't know if 3 maybe doesn't work, is my thought at the moment, though. I wonder if 3 is a little bit too much. But I don't know. I haven't fully thought about this yet. Where is this turret? There it is. Get it, cool. Get it.
That's the last door to the north end. I'm gonna head inside and help look for the transfer device.
Okay. I'm getting out of here.
Hey, Zeke?
Yeah, I see it. The closest transformer's over near the construction yard. I'll send you the position.
All right, thanks, man.
Getting out of here. Right. Get over here. Oh, we've got to do the fire the Tesla missile thing, haven't we?
Here we go.
I mean, game, why put a dumpster in front of me when I got to fire a Tesla missile? I mean, the game must know, right? I'm gonna have to clear all this out. Okay, let's try again. Is this it's inverted? Oh, inverted controls. Wasn't ready for that. Let's go again. Right, now I'm ready. Just gotta fly up here. Down here. Where the hell is this thing? What is going on? Where even was that? I hate inverted controls when you're so used to normal. Like it just throws me off. Where the hell is it? I just circle back around. It's like I'm playing Rogue Squadron or something. Oh, good. The transformer's right there. I see it now. It's in a really awkward place. Okay. Oh, nope. Nope. I don't know how I can do this. I'm going to have to go around, I think. So I think I'm going to go up and then go this way. And then circle back down this way, and then down like this. There we go. Went the long way around. Did that count? That counted, right? Okay. But I'm pretty excited just in general for what 2018 holds. Lots of really good games coming out this year. Lots of really good movies coming out this year. I think the first of those movies I'm excited for is Black Panther. We've got Han Solo supposedly coming out in May. I don't know how they can do that because there's so much CG. How are they going to do that in that long? I feel like we're going to have to get a delay of Han Solo into December. Well, they're meant to be releasing a trailer this month, so we'll see. We will see.
One more.
Alright, up we go. But there's someone on the roof. It's on the roof. Boom. How did that not kill the mortar guy? Is that it? Nope, gotta keep going. Okay, I thought you said one more. Hey, there's power back here. Oh, the mortar guy has gone. Oh, that's it.
Ah, we're back in business.
Oh, I resubmitted the emote as well. So the emote on this channel was the current logo, but with the kind of purpley blue text. But what the problem that caused was on dark mode, which is what I use and what a lot of other people use, you couldn't see it really well. It kind of blended in, so I've resubmitted it as that color is the background and white is the text, which means it'll work on both light and dark. But like I said, I'm thinking of doing a new logo, new design, new icon. I'm going to possibly work on that tomorrow. And I'll post some stuff on Twitter and maybe talk about it in another stream. Maybe tomorrow night stream or the stream after that. Oh, I meant to destroy these, aren't I? I didn't destroy the one on the roof. I just kind of killed the guy and left it. But there's so many enemies here. Okay. Kill this guy again. Now let's destroy the turret. Not forget about it.
Guys, we found the transfer device. The boys wheeled it out for a big bonfire.
Nope. Transfer device.
I enjoy watching this thing burn.
How does it work?
Powered on, you strap yourself in and suffer while it rips your insides out.
Oh. Blast core. Ah. Strap me in.
Yeah.
Well, wait a second. I thought we were going to talk about this, Cole.
You want a new
Here we
car?
go.
I want one of mine. How about I get one of yours, huh?
No.
Hey, you gotta admit, it makes sense to swap powers. The stronger we are as a team, the more we get done. Look at what we did.
Wait, so
today.
Nyx gets electricity,
Bigger is better.
and I get
Physics
smoky
aside,
fire powers.
Nyx and I'll swap powers, and then we'll destroy it. I promise.
No. No, if you're gonna swap powers with anyone, it needs to be me.
You pick her when we're through, man.
You pick her? I have no choice, Cole. I have to hunt you down like a criminal.
Oh, shit. It's a tough choice. But I guess choosing Nyx is the negative one, which is what we're doing. Also, I've never chosen Nyx before. I've always chosen Quo here.
It's about time we swap more than words.
Hell
Damn.
yeah.
You fools. You think this is gonna help? Look at what it did to me. I am a freak. Do you think I wanted this?
This is all kinds of kinky.
I had a life. I had a real life.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Joy the hell you two are about to create together.
Here we go.
Right.
Somebody shoot that chopper! It's coming for Bertrand! Bastard was hiding out the south way! Ow! Oh, Bertrand!
You got it. That was a good shot, Cole. I love that constant countdown of how many miles the beast is away to.
Okay, Nyx.
She took off after that chopper, man. Went down pretty hard.
Where are my new
And,
powers?
Bertrand's on the run.
Did she get any of my powers?
Nope. Thing just blew up. But, you know, it was worth a shot.
Yeah, I think it was.
Like, we get powers, right? Because I remember getting ice jump and shit from Quo the first time I played this. Yeah, we have this. Well, I did that, and I don't have an ionic charge left now. Maybe I should have waited. None of these guys are gonna drop another charge on me. Oh, he did. But now we have to find... Oh, interesting. So... Huh. Yeah, I've never seen the evil powers in this. Yeah, Zeke, man. It is crazy. Yeah, I didn't realize that was the evil power you got. I've only ever played this game as good. So this is crazy to me. I'm learning a lot. What? No, do it. There we go. Oh, sweet God.
I love the way you live, man.
So we definitely got some of her powers, right? Where's the rest of the powers? Want more? Get nixed. Oh, here we go. New powers unlocked. Oh, man, they look sweet. Gimme. Gimme. Look at this. Cole launches himself towards in a burst of flame, ending his flight with a concussive explosion. I don't see why we wouldn't buy that. What do we use for this? It's R2, right? Yeah, let's do that. Let's get it. So what we got over here? So instead of grenades, we've got napalm grenade. A violent grenade that explodes on impact, sending victims skyward. Yep, let's get that too. And we got ionic drain. Did we get anything else? We didn't get any triangle stuff yet. We got napalm grenade. Nothing else. Nothing else. Cool. Well, you know what I want to give a go. Hey, where you at? Hey, stay still. Oh, that is badass. Not the grenade explosion, the flight thing. Jesus. That is so cool. It uses a huge chunk of my power, but it's so cool. Alright, let's keep going on with the story. Probably 1 or 2 story missions left of the night. Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool. I mean, I don't know what other powers we get, but if you take Quo's powers there, you get this like icicle jump thing, which lets you just like completely skyrocket and like with it would create like an ice pillar below you and skyrocket up. And it's really good for traversal. So I'm hoping there's a really cool traversal power that we get from this power, but I have no idea. Oh, I can see the spot we're going to. We're going right there. That little white dot. Other games I want to play this year, I want to play Jet Set Radio Future, which is the follow-up to Jet Set Radio, which I had no fun playing. No, I had a lot of fun playing. Here we go. There with the bins. There we go. Oh, beautiful. Oh, I love that power so much. Maybe that's the only power you get. Because it's kind of traversal, but horizontal, not vertical. We'll find out. We're going to get a bunch more powers real soon. Holy shit, that was crazy. I'm getting out of here. That's how I escape now. I just use that ability and I'm just out of there. Interesting, I always play the good path, and I played good and evil in Second Son, but I only ever played good in inFamous 1 and 2, which is why I'm streaming these. And I finished 1 as Evil Cole, which was a lot of fun. Didn't kill that guy. There we go. Did we not pick those up? There we go. Oh, stop. The Popo! Did we not get them all? There we go. Yeah, triangle power. I can't remember what triangle power was on the good go around. I can't remember.
You wouldn't kill a girl, would you?
Beautiful. Well, this looks like the helicopter crash. Let's go. Oh god, one of the people I lived with at university would go, whoop whoop, that's the sound of the police, like all the time.
Breathing in here?
Obviously much better than I just did it, but he would do it all the time. I remember like being sat in my room eating noodles and I'd just hear him coming up the stairs going, whoop whoop, that's the sound of the police. I'm like, oh, he's home. I lived with like 8 people at university. Here we go. Oh god, do I remember this.
No way.
Yeah. The behemoth.
Come on! Nothing?
This is one of the most memorable moments of this game to me. I just vividly remember this. It's such a badass fight and such a great designed monster. Like, it feels like I'm playing like a Godzilla game or something. Like, you're like that'd be a good idea for a Godzilla game. Like, you're on the ground with superpowers. Yeah, it was a dorm, like, I guess like a student accommodation thing, and there was 8 of us. We all like had our own rooms. It was crazy. One of my vivid memories of that is Fallout New Vegas had just come out. God, this makes me sound kind of old. Their first year of uni was New Vegas, and we came in from a night out, and the rooms weren't very big. Like our bedrooms weren't very big. We all crammed into my room, and I was just playing New Vegas for ages. And there's still pictures and stuff on Facebook of like all of us crammed into this little room, watching me play this. And I kept making Boone, one of the companions, walk over mines, and it became this like running gag of like my housemates would constantly keep asking me like, "Oh, did you how's Boone doing? Did you kill Boone yet?" And I'm like, "Dead about 1,000,000 times, but he keeps coming back." Wait, Ionic Storm? Yeah, I want Ionic Drain. That's what I was hoping to do then with Ionic Drain, to get some power back. Because this is gonna suck right here. I'm gonna have to try to fight these guys without any power. Oh, I need that, I need that, I need that, I need that. There we go. Alright, let's go. Let's go, Behemoth. What are the Behemoth working on now? That's a good question. Game development studio who made lots of games. Castle Crashers, that's probably the most well-known for game. What are they working on now? I like Behemoth. Good developer. Ugh. Ugh. Gross. Oh, I'm trying to attack it, but that didn't go well. I have a napalm grenade. Another napalm grenade. I'm dead. Okay. I can do this. We'll wait for the chest to open and do maximum damage. There we go. Does that not work? Talk about bad breath. This dude must have just woke up. But yeah, what I was talking about before, about why this made me feel like Godzilla or something, is, can you imagine a Godzilla game where you've got superpowers and you're fighting Godzilla? Wow, we did a lot of damage there. And like you're on the ground and there's this huge thing. It would almost play like a mix between this and Shadow of the Colossus. How badass would that be? Actually, talk of the devil, Shadow of the Colossus. That game is getting the remaster, comes out real soon. Remake, whatever you want to call it. And I cannot wait to play that again. I've only recently played it on stream, but I'm going to play it again because I want that HD goodness. I'm going to play it at 1080 60. Oh, I really want to play it at 1080 60, but I don't have a 60 FPS capture card. I'm gonna have to think about that one. I mean, technically, I do have a 60 FPS capture card. This capture card is 60 FPS. I just can't stream at 60 unless I take the graphics card out on my PC and put it into this PC. That'll probably work. How is this thing not dead? I'm not gonna play it at 4K, even though I have a 4K TV and a Pro. I'd rather play it 1080 with 60 FPS. Because that game at 60 FPS can only be madness. Like, the way those things are going to move in 60 FPS will look beautiful.
The stinking gas, the howling. It was nothing compared to the filth inside. Bertrand. I alone saw his true face. Oh, that guy can run all he wants. It doesn't matter. I know his secret. And I am coming for him.
What a great mission that is.
Hey, man. Bertrand over in Floodtown. I'm guessing you want to head on over. I'll get the Transformers ready for you.
Okay, I want to see if there's any more. No, I don't know the story side missions I want to do. I can come back and do them if I feel like it. So let's carry on with the story. Tonight is a night of progression. Yeah, I love the comic sketch cutscenes. They're so good in Infamous 1, but I was saying earlier that there's so few of them in Infamous 2, but their normal just cutscene style has become very cinematic by itself using the in-game. Like it's impressive what they managed to do from the first game to this one. Woo! One down. Did they do any of the comic book style sketch cutscenes in Infamous Second Son? I don't remember them in Second Son. I only remember a few cutscenes from that game, specifically one when you first meet Fletch. Like you're inside, and like your brother's there. I for some reason really remember that cutscene.
People in Floodtown have had it rough. When the levees broke, we lost everything a person could lose. Our homes, our past, our loved ones. I lost my wife. Somehow that flood didn't stop us from helping our neighbors. Somehow it brought out the best of us.
There's the flood. Then Bertrand's militia. Now these ice freaks. Oh, it's about time these people caught a break.
When are Cole and Nick's gonna have a conversation about if she got electric powers or not? I don't think she does she? I can't remember if Quo gets electric powers. I don't think they do. But we get their powers? It doesn't make a lot of sense, does it?
Great.
Is it explained?
What are these guys doing here?
It is.
Word in the militia is that those ice guys used to be mercenaries. Came here all the way from South Africa. Ever since you busted them out of that underground lab, they've been acting crazy, attacking everyone they come across in Floodtown.
They remind me of the first Sons, the way they dress. Well, those guys took a tumble. Oh, that was badass. What do I do? Just stand near this, I guess? Oh god, they're all around me. I like how that guy just face planted when he landed here. Alright, okay, this is getting crazy. The FPS is dropping. I'm down to like 15 FPS right now. Oh god.
Hey, Quo, listen, I know you're probably pissed at me.
It happened. Okay, it happened. You chose Nyx. Obviously the wrong choice. But you're a guy, and guys suck at thinking with their brains. So
okay, cool.
I guess I'm saying we still have a job to do, so let's just concentrate on that.
She's so bitter. She's jealous. Nyx got this delightful electric body, and you know, Quo got nothing. She's stuck with ice. cold on her hands. Right, let's hit up the next transformer, which might be the last one. I'm quite jealous of seeing these using that ice jump ability, because the ice jump is so cool. Oh, here we go again.
The fight's on! Fire!
I really want a game based in the My Hero Academia universe that plays like this. Oh, damn it. How cool would that be? Maybe we do play as Midoriya and we have to like master All for One. It's never gonna happen. They're gonna just make fighting games about My Hero Academia, but it's a good show. I want more. Where the hell did that dude land? Wait, does it seem like there's less of them this time? I mean, I probably shouldn't say that, but... You've only seen one episode towards the end. You should watch all of My Hero Academia. It's so good. I'm halfway through season 2. Can't wait for season 3. Let me go grab this.
I guess you must have met our new landlords out here. Used to be the militia-controlled flood town. Now these ice goons have been taking over.
How would anybody fight over this place? That's no offense.
They've been tearing Flood Town apart since they got here. Looking for something.
God, this one's far away. I was saying earlier that in My Hero Academia, it makes me like sad that I don't have superpowers when I watch it. Like, I know a lot of people are probably really hopeful and really energetic when they watch that, because it's such a action-packed, fun show. But I'm just so like, oh, I don't know. It just makes me sad that I don't have superpowers. Like, I don't have a quirk. Like, I'm like, I really want. Like, it just makes me not jealous. Jealous is the wrong word. Just sad that I don't have them. Which is, you know, an interesting feeling to have from watching an anime. That's for sure. Although, weirdly, I felt the same when I watched Death Note. I was like, damn it, I really wish I had a Death Note. Maybe animes are just like that with me. Like, I just want what the main character has. It takes a lot for me to start watching an anime though, because it's like a huge investment, and usually I watch the first episode and then spend about the next 5 hours watching more. So it's like a huge investment for me if I start watching an anime. There we go. If I could have a power, like if I could choose any superpower, it would be something to do with time. Like, time manipulation would be the power I would choose.
Hey, man, you heard about this med station LaRoche put together? Word on the street is he found a cure for the plague. I'm heading over. Figure I'll help out. You should join us.
Okay. Let's do the Dunbar Beam. What a great name for a mission. And then we'll call it a night. I think time manipulation would be just a really cool power to have. Like, I don't know if I would have time travel I don't know if time travel is too big of a power to ask for, but I suppose if we're talking truly hypotheticals, then I guess I would like time travel. But just time manipulation to be able to stop time and maybe rewind and fast forward, I think that would be pretty cool as a base. Maybe my superpower like that I unlock at the very end of my journey is to time travel, like just to a thought. Like I can look at a picture, or I can see a thought, or a time, or a calendar, or something, and I can travel to that time.
Look, all we're trying to do here is ease their pain before they check out. Only trouble is, anyone trying to pass through town gets jumped before they can reach us. Damn swamp monsters.
I set up some new defenses around the camp. We ain't got near enough juice to get them going. Hoping you could help us with that.
I'm gonna sure as hell try.
Here we go. Something out there just tripped a motion sensor. You ready to get to it?
I'm on my way.
What have I got to do? Why did the camera point me this way if I'm going to go this way?
Hey, I'm getting close.
Good. You're looking for the spotlight I mounted on the roof.
Alright, found it. Now, what the hell do I do?
Shine it on swamp monsters and burn them to dust. What else?
You know it's a spotlight, right?
I do know that. I'm very aware of that. However, it's a killer UV spotlight. Of doom. I'm calling it the
Maybe I should
Doom
make
Beam.
it. Maybe I should write that comic. Make that story where it's about a hero
Anyone
who
else just gets a nice golden brown
has no
tan.
powers, but then one day something like really tragic happens, and right in that moment of tragedy, he's paused time, but he was too late.
I'm down, I'm on.
And he's literally paused time, and he just sees this tragedy frozen in time before him. But then, as the journey goes on, he learns to control his power and use it. And then, oh, we got another energy battery thing. And then, at the very end of the comic series, he learns to travel back in time, and or travel in time in general. And we see literally like a comic panel that's split in two. One is him in the distant past, like dinosaurs, and then one is in the distant future, and there's like just futuristic cities around him. And it's like duality of ending.
Oh man, Zeke, this spotlight kicks ass.
I mean, I'll never do that, but hey.
I'm not going to tolerate that.
There's the idea, Marvel. You can steal it. Make a new hero, call him Time Boy. Be great. Don't call him Time Boy. That wouldn't be a good name. But Time Boy! That's what I call him. The best. I name things the greatest, don't I? Can't wait to do a Pokemon stream and everyone gets to be upset at what I name all the Pokemon, like Poop and Shazabang and Dulalong and Flame. Very creative when it comes to naming Pokemon. Well, I think I've heard of Erased. Interestingly, if you've ever heard of the superhero The Flash, he has a comic book series or like a one-off called Flashpoint, which is very similar to what I just pitched. He in the story we know of The Flash, his mum died at like a really young age, and Flashpoint is about him going back in time and stopping that, but then also the ramifications of the universe that changed because of that. Like, this isn't really spoilery stuff, this is all set up in like the first few pages, but one of the big things is instead of Bruce Wayne being killed in the alley, instead of Thomas and Martha Wayne being killed in the alley, Bruce Wayne is killed, so Thomas Wayne becomes like this really old Batman. It's a really, really interesting story, and weirdly, DC are doing a Flashpoint movie really soon. Like, it's not really what you would do on a series that's so new, because like, DC has only done what? Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, Wonder Woman, and Justice League. Like, you want like another 20 movies under your belt before you do Flashpoint, because Flashpoint's this huge, like, earth-shattering reset button. Like, you could recast everybody if you wanted to. Because you could literally change everything. Like, Flashpoint is the point where if you're unhappy with your universe, you use it to change things. So, I guess we know why DC are using Flashpoint then. Because I'm pretty sure everyone's unhappy with that universe. Anyway, I won't go into like super detailed story spoilers about that because it's crazy. What I said isn't spoilery in terms of like spoiling the story, because that doesn't really play into it. It's kind of a much deeper story than that. What am I aiming for? So these Ravagers are crazy up here. We'll let them spawn on wooden bridges.
Damn it! There's just too many of them.
Hang in there, Cole. Save as many as you can. We're counting on you.
Which one's the nearest? Because that's the one I shouldn't go to. I might need to get both of them. I think this one's the nearest. Oh god! Okay. Yeah, so have you read Flashpoint then? Because I feel like what I touched on there is like the icing on a much deeper cake than what Flashpoint has to offer. Like what I explained there is like panel page 1 kind of shit, you know? It's not spoilery at all. And saying that Thomas Wayne becomes Batman like isn't super spoilery either. It's just a really, really cool story that I wish was being turned into a movie at a better time. I've never seen any of the DC TV shows. I've never seen like any of those. But weirdly, Grant Gutson, I always forget how to say his name, the guy who plays the Flash, was on Glee, and now the girl who plays Supergirl, she was on Glee as well. So really, they're just casting people who were in Glee as superheroes on the DC TV shows. It's weird.
Oh, 3 sirens, come on!
Guys, this ain't working. Done all you could out there, Cole. Fall back to the camp. Maybe if we all rally together, we can still save this place.
Right, we got all of them. Let's go. I'll have to check. I might check out the Flashpoint thing in the TV show. They have like Reverse Flash and everything going on in the TV show as well, right? I think the Flash is a great superhero, and I actually quite liked him in Justice League. I thought his characterization in that was quite good. He was one of the better things in that film anyway, let's say. I mean, all we need is a musical episode of the DC TV shows, and it'll be perfect, because they're all, I know they all can sing because of Glee. They're all, like, super good singers. What the hell is this? Who are you? We're only attacking the monsters. Didn't Superman get like a TV version recently? Like he was in Supergirl or something? I saw pictures and I was like, whoa, that's weird. It's not the dude from Smallville, which is what I thought it was going to be. Hello?
Hey! Hey, thanks a lot! You guys are alright! We don't want your thanks. We want your blast core.
What? Yo got a blast core?
I was gonna tell you.
Man, we'd sooner die and give it to you freaks!
We accept your terms.
Thanks, nice choice of words, Zeke.
Oh, oh, oh. Come back. Uh-oh. That's weird to think that we have multiple Supermen and multiple Flashmen. People playing the role, I mean. Because we have the movies and TV shows. Kick him in the face. I have no good. Hello. Hello. Don't jump. Don't jump. I want to say hello. Don't. Come. Hello. Goodbye. Where did he go? Where is he? No. No. Come back. Aha. No. Come back. There we go. Yes. That's how I kill people. Effortless, flawless. That was beautiful. Didn't look weird at times or anything.
We're in the clear. Oh, you and your partner did some real good here tonight. All right, that blast core is yours. After you do me one more itty-bitty little favor. We'll talk again.
Well, and with that, I'm calling it a night. I'll be playing... What am I going to do tomorrow? I've written this down on my phone. Let me have a look. I think I'm going to start the daytime streams tomorrow to start getting progression going on these. I've written it down on my phone. So, tomorrow I'll do Akami, and then Ratchet and Clank in the night. Then Thursday I'll do inFamous, and then Akami in the night. And then Friday I'll do Ratchet and Clank, and then inFamous in the night. So the 6 o'clock streams are still going to be the main streams. The daytime streams are going to be way more low-key, way more just kind of like chilled. I won't be talking as much. I'll just be playing the game and quipping like I wish I could quip like Spider-Man, but I can't. I'm not quippy enough. Nor do I have a quirk of my own. What would Spider-Man's quirk be if he was in the My Hero Academia universe? Strength and the ability to climb walls. Spider sense. He has a few, doesn't he? What else? Because he like, I suppose in the Raimi universe he got. I always find it weird that he got organic web shooters. It's so bizarre to me, as like a Spider-Man fan. It was one of the few things I disliked about the Raimi films, especially 2. Like, Spider-Man 2 is a great film, but what bothers me about it is that it's organic web shooters were so bizarre and so weird. It's like, ugh. What else? There's like Superman in the My Hero Academia universe would have flight. He'd have ray vision. He'd have like super hearing. He'd have... Does he have ice vision? Why do I think he have ice vision? Isn't that Bizarro Superman who has ice vision? Heat vision, ice vision, whatever. He'd have a bunch of stuff. Like, he'd be the most overpowered thing. Like, he has pretty much all for one as a power. Which is crazy. Anyway, that is the stream. I'm just in a really superhero-y mood. That's all I can think about right now. Joining the Discord. She's mentioned Discord to me a couple of times, actually. And I'm not a big Discord user. I've used it once because I'm in a Destiny 2 clan guild. Is it a guild or a clan? I don't remember clan. And I had to log on there to do raids and such, but I don't use it very much at all. But if she sends me the info or whatever, I'll join it, but I don't know how often I'll be on or anything, because like it's not something I'm very like, I don't use it now, so it's like it'd be weird to add it into the system. Like I'm an avid resetterer or reset era user and Reddit user. Resetterer or reset era is the forum, the website that grew from the ashes of NeoGAF after that whole kerfuffle happened on NeoGAF. So yeah, I'm a big user on there, big user on Reddit, and then Facebook Messenger. That's like my life, is those things. But yeah, I'll ask her to send me the details and I'll join it. Cool. I'll get it sorted out. Right, let me save this. God, look how close the beast is to us now. Holy shit. Things are getting close. Cool. Well, I'll be back tomorrow with more. So thank you so much for watching, and see you later. Goodbye.